All right, so if we take a look at this, oh, I'm going to try and bring this up. So there we go. So the first thing we have to do is we have to factor out this 2. So for the sine of 2, so this would be theta minus 1/12 plus 2. So our amplitude would be 4. Our period would be 2 pi over 2. So our period is pi here. Our phase shift minus 1/12. So to the right 1/12. Vertical shift up 2. So if we were to graph this, 1, 2. 2 is our new midline. Our amplitude's 4, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4. There's our high, so that's at 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our new low, which is at -2. Now our period is pi, so this ends up being pi over 2. Well, half of that is pi over 4. 1 pi over 4, 2 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4. So the weird thing on this isn't a great number. Our phase shift is to the right 1/12. So sine, what is this? Sine normally starts in the center, so our center would be here to the right 1/12, and it doesn't match our scale. So really to the right 1/12 we have to take all of these marks, so pi over 4, pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, and pi, and we have to add 1/12 to all of these. So this first one's easy. This would just be 1/12. So we can go back here and we can rename this scale. Our low is still there, but instead of 0, this is really 1/12. Our first tick mark, pi over 4, well, our common denominator is 12, so this is 3 pi over 12. So it would be 3 pi plus 1 over 12. Well, this would be 6 pi over 12. So we have 6 pi plus 1 over 12. 3 pi over 4, well, that's 9 pi over 12. So we have 9 pi plus 1 over 12. 12 pi over 12. So we have 12 pi plus 1 over 12. And that's a lot to fit here, but this would just be the second tick mark right here, third, fourth, and fifth. And then we can just graph it. Sine starts in the middle, and then it goes high, middle, low, middle. And then we got low, middle, high, middle. So there's that one. It's just a little bizarre on that one because our scale didn't match up. So let's take a look at this next one here. Oh, do you know why? We didn't have to actually graph that one. Haha, I should have read the directions. So you just needed to name those shifts there. Whoops. So on this one, our amplitude is 3. 1, 2, 3. Our midline is 0. 1, 2, -3. So 3 and -3. Let's see, our k value is 1/3. So our period would be 2 pi divided by 1/3, which is 6 pi, because it's 2 pi times 3 over 1. So this is 6 pi. Let's see, halfway would be 3 pi. So 1.5 pi, that's what we're counting by. 1.53, 4.5 pi. And there's no right-left shift, so we can just say cosine. Well, cosine starts high, middle, low, middle, high. Then we have middle, low, middle, high. All right, let's take a look at this next one here. Our amplitude 2/3. So if this is 1, I might dash in so we know that this is 2/3. We said -1, so we have -2/3 because there's no up-down shift. Our k value is 1/2. So our period, 2 pi divided by 1/2, which is 4 pi, multiplied by the reciprocal. So we're counting by 1 pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, and 4 pi. And sine, well, sine starts in the middle, and since it's negative, it's going to go down, middle, up, middle. So high, middle, low, middle. All right, so this next one, let's see. Well, right now I see it goes down 3, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, negative 3. Dash that in. Our amplitude's 2, 1, 2. So that would be at negative 1, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, down 2. And we're at negative 5. Our k value is 1, so our period would be 2 pi over 1, which is 2 pi.
Okay.
So let me just pause this 1 sec. See here. So this one is 2 pi. Our scale, we can do 1/4 times 2 pi if we're not sure. So 2 pi over 4. So pi over 2. So 1 pi over 2, 2 pi over 2, which is pi, 3 pi over 2. And let's see, plus pi over 2 to the left pi over 2. So sine normally starts here in the center, but it moves to the left pi over 2, which is 1 tick mark. So it's really going to start here. So it's sine, and then it's going to go up, middle, down, middle, up. And then on this side, we got down, middle, up. So now this last one here. Let's see, it's moved up 2. So 1, 2. There's our middle is at 2. And then our amplitude is 1/2, so we can go just up 1/2. So that would be 2.5. And down 1/2, and that would be our low at 1.5. But we also have to factor out the 2 here. So this becomes the cosine of 2. So then it would be pi over 2 plus 2. So our k value is 2. So our period is 2 pi divided by 2. So we have pi. So this is going to be pi, pi over 2, pi over 4, and 3 pi over 4. And then let's see, we did the up 2, so it goes to the right pi over 2. So cosine usually starts at our amplitude, the high, but it moves to the right pi over 2, so that's 2 marks. So 1, 2. So then it's got to go middle, middle, low. That one's middle, so low, middle, high, middle, low. And you have your cosine.